Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button. We're now hopping back into the action after that recruiting video. And make sure if you did miss that, go back and check out the recruits coming into this season. So let's look at the conference standings here. We're now getting into conference play as we open up 1-1. Troy is the only 2-0 team in our division, but look, they played two FCS teams, so I'm not really impressed there. And then looking at the other side of the conference, Navy is 1-0. They have a conference win, and we're going up against Southern Alabama, who actually lost a pretty close game to NC State to open the season, and they lost a pretty close game to Nebraska. So this is not going to be an easy game at all. But looking at their team rankings, they are towards the bottom of the NCAA in pretty much every category. And we're kind of in the middle on defense. Offense is kind of lower, but I think we're doing pretty good on defense. Our pass offense is actually ranked 26 right now, which is pretty good. And our defense is actually decent this year. I mean, last year we were pretty much towards the bottom of the NCAA, so we definitely made strides there. But let's just look at their leaders here on their squad. So it looks like Johnson, he's thrown for 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And then Sinkfield's only ran for over 100. And not too many guys really standing out right now on their team. So let's hop into the action. So here we are on the road to open up conference play. Preston Liang is going to get us underway here. And Southern Alabama actually has a really nice stadium. They actually have pretty nice jerseys too. And this is going to be a good game after their first 2 games were close games. Even though they're ranked at the bottom of the NCAA, I expect this to be a good one. So here is the true freshman Cook at quarterback to start out this game, but already getting to him as Oliver Saxon, the redshirt freshman, and he comes up with the first sack of the game. So here is Cook on a 2nd and 14, throwing to the right side, and just like that, they get the first down like it's nothing. So on a 2nd and 6, here is Minter running to the left side, and that is going to be a tackle by Ryan Marshall. So now on a 3rd and 7 here, throwing across the middle is Jordan Murphy getting the catch, and Chris Thornton's going to be there for the tackle. So now on a 1st and 10, a couple of plays later, here's Minter getting another 6-yard gain. So they are moving the ball forward pretty much on every play. So now on a 2nd and 4, here's Minter running the ball on the counter this time to the right side, and another first down. So here's Cook under center, giving it to Sinkfield this time, and he's picking up 9 yards. Facing a 2nd and 4, here is Cook inside the red zone now, and Sinkfield gets a wonderful lane to run up the middle. And this Coastal defense does not have an answer for this run game, as here is Sinkfield getting the counter, and he gets to the outside, cuts in, and gets in for the touchdown. So that makes it a 7-0 lead. So can we follow that drive up with a score of our own? And we're going to start this drive out by giving it to the transfer junior Tyron Summers, who actually did not have a great game last week. So he's going to be looking for a little bit of a bounce back game in this one. So on a 2nd and 9, getting the ball out to Jack Kleck. They actually send a cover 0, and Jack Kleck gets open there on the reception and a big gain. So now we're close to the 50-yard line, giving it back to Summers for 5 yards. So now on a 2nd and 5 here is Curtin throwing to the left side. He's going to find the freshman, the true freshman, Mike Harrison on the curl route on that one, and he gets the first down. So now on a 1st and 10, throwing the ball across the middle, Sam Forbes taking a huge hit, but he's picking up the first down. So now here's Jack Kleck getting another reception here, another 9-yard gain for Jack Kleck. So now on a 3rd and 1, Summers getting the handoff to the left side, and that one is going to be a stop behind the line, tackle for loss by Sean Brown, and we are going to have to settle for the field goal. So here is Minter getting the handoff to start the next drive, and look at that speed and that burst. He straight burns the linebackers on that one, getting to the 2nd level, and he gets already to the 50-yard line. So now on a 2nd and 6, throwing the ball across the middle is Cook, another reception by Jordan Murphy. So 6 for 6 to start this game for Cook. And on a 1st and 10, we're getting some pressure to him. Finally an incompletion. That time it's Kier Patterson on that one with the big hit on the quarterback. So now on a 3rd and 10. A couple of plays later, throwing the ball across the middle to Jordan McCray again. But that time Xavier Davis is going to be there for the coverage. So we do get them to settle and try to kick a long field goal. And that one is going to be wide to the right. And wow, what a win for our defense. As on the first drive, I mean, it was pretty much anything they wanted to do, they did. But that time, we got them to kick a long field goal as we take advantage here to start the next drive, giving the ball off to Tyron Summers for a 4-yard gain. So now on a 3rd and 3, here's Curtin throwing to the left side. It's Mike Harrison, the true freshman. Another first down for the freshman already, as we are now at the 50-yard line. Nice start to the season for the freshman. So now to wind out the first quarter, here is Curtin from the shotgun, throwing the ball deep to Summers, but he gets hit and he can't hold on to that one. That one would have been a big play. So now on a 3rd and 3, throwing the ball to the left side, and that one is going to be caught by who else? Jack Kleck, who's been seeing the ball the most so far on our offense, as he picks up another first down. So here's Tyron Summers getting the handoff. Kind of been bottled up to this point, and he's going to get stopped. But on the next play, Justin Johnson gets a reception, and that's 14 yards for another Coastal first down. So now on a 3rd and 3, getting it to Sam Forbes, and we cannot get there. There was a lot of pressure from the left and right side on that one, and we did have to throw the ball short. So we do go for it on a 4th and 1, though, being aggressive, because we know how aggressive we have to be. Probably not as aggressive as last year, because we actually do have a defense this year. And we do get it to the goal line, and Jack Kleck gets in for the touchdown. And that is a 1-yard reception for Jack Kleck. And that's a pretty good reward to get into the end zone, because he's been doing some work already in this game. So now here to start the next drive, here is Southern Alabama throwing it across the middle to Jordan McCray once again. I mean, he is just getting the ball left and right. And on a 2nd down, here is Minter, but that time he's getting swallowed up. Nice penetration from Allen King. So now on a 3rd and 3, getting it to the running back, but Trey Minter, hey, meet my sophomore linebacker, Chris Thornton. That's a nice tackle that time, as he didn't let the running back get free on that one, and they do punt the ball away. So now we have 2.5 minutes left. We want to be smart here. Use a lot of clock, but at the same time, drive the field, get some points on the board. So we're going to run the ball a little bit on this one, giving it to Justin Johnson. He picks up 2 straight first down. So now on a 1st and 10, here is Curtin here from the shotgun, throw to the left side, and Angel Gonzalez is going to come up with the catch, and that's 8 yards easily on that one. So now on a 2nd and 2, here is Summers getting to the outside on the counter, and that's another first down. So now we're milking this clock, like I said, getting the ball to Sam Forbes on a 3rd down. But look at Tyron Summers. He goes to the 2nd level instead of blocking the linebacker on that one. That one could have easily been a first down, but now I see on the replay that Jack Kleck just didn't get out farther enough. And look at this on the 4th down field goal attempt. We miss it wide to the left. Look at this one, barely missed, as that is another missed opportunity. And that's the only downfall to kicking with Preston Lang. He doesn't have great kick power, but, you know, we try to put the meter down as far as possible. That makes it go the farthest, but sometimes the detriment, because it doesn't have enough hang time to stay up there and get in between the uprights. So now we give Southern Alabama another opportunity to drive down this field. So now less than 20 seconds left in this half, and here he is getting it to Minter, and Minter breaks the tackle from Cedric Granger and gets out of bounds. So now they got 1 timeout left here, 11 seconds left here from the shotgun. Here's the true freshman Cook throwing the ball deep, and who's going to go up and get it? It's Baker. Allen King makes a small mistake on that one, giving up a big play. He had 2 seam routes, but he had some help on the other seam. He kind of hesitated, and instead of us going up by 3, we're tied at half. So now to start the second half, we're going to start this half off by giving it to Tyron Summers on the handoff, and he's picking up 6 yards on that carry. So now on a 2nd and 4, here is Big Jimbo Brown getting his first carry of the game, and he's getting a first down on that one. So now here is Kashawn Curtin from the shotgun, 2nd and 5, but this time the pressure is going to be too much as Southern Alabama does get in for the sack. So now on a 3rd and 8, throwing the ball to the right side, Jack Kleck gets the reception once again, but he's going to get stopped before the first down marker, and we do have to punt the ball away to Southern Alabama. So now on the first play, here is Minter getting another big hole, and that one's 20 yards, and Minter is just shredding us up to this point. As here is McCray. Speaking of shredding, I mean, Jordan McCray seems like he's getting every catch for this offense in this game. So now here is Cook from the shotgun, throwing the ball to the left side. And do I have to repeat this? Jordan McCray, another reception, and that time it's for 7 yards. So now on a 3rd and 2, we finally get him down, and look at this. Sending the blitz. Danny Armstead can't get there in time, and he picks up the first down, the true freshman Cook. So now on a 2nd and 4, not sending pressure on this one, so he has enough time to get it out to Crosby on the sideline, and that is going to be a first down. So now here is Minter once again on another carry, dragging his defender that time, Ryan Marshall, and getting a first down. So now on a 2nd and 12, here's Minter, another big run on this one, 12 yards after a penalty, as now we get them down to a 3rd and inches here. Gotcha, and we send the heat, and look at Derek Armstrong getting his first meaningful playing time of the season. He comes up with a huge sack on that one, and that is going to force a field goal, as now Southern Alabama does go up by 3 points, but there's a lot of time left in this game, and here's Tyron Summers starting out the next drive, getting 7 yards. So now on a 2nd and 3, play action fake to the running back, tossing the ball over the top of the linebacker. Nice throw, and Jack Kleck's going to hold on to that one for the first down. So running our first screen pass of the game, and here's Tyron Summers breaking to the outside, and he's getting 12 yards on that one. So now on a 1st and 10, past the 50-yard line now, throwing the ball across the middle. Sam Forbes takes a big hit, but he holds on to that one for the first down. So here's Tyron Summers here running the ball to the right side on the counter and picking up 8 yards. We're moving the ball pretty nice on this drive. So now from the shotgun, getting towards the end of the 3rd quarter, on a 2nd and 10, we got to throw this one away. The pressure did not allow enough time for these routes to develop. So now we on a 3rd and 10, throwing the ball to the left side, and look who's open. It's Sam Forbes diving for the pylon and gets a little bit excited, and he dives a little too early, but we do get it down to the 1-yard line, where Tyron Summers does finish off this drive, and we do take the 4-point lead here, coming towards the end of the 3rd quarter. So now on the first play of the next drive, getting it to Trey Minter on the screen pass, and Joey Cook on that one. Probably should have thrown that one away, as they do have to get the loss on that one, but they do pick up the first down on the next play anyway. So now 1st and 10 here, close to the 50-yard line. Here is Cook under center, taking a hit from the pocket, and look who's there to scoop up the fumble, as Danny Armstead scores on the scoop and score. And man, what a year these two are having. Danny Armstead and Chris Thornton, along with Ruff up front, are making a huge impact together, and I think that's all Danny Armstead needed for him to blossom. He just needed somebody else to relieve the pressure, and Kenneth Ruff is definitely doing that up to this point, as on the next drive we are fired up as Cedric Granger stops the screen pass on that one. So now on a 3rd and 7, here is Cook, another running lane, and he picks up another first down, as nobody is home to stop him on that one. So now 5.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter, down by 11. Here is Cook throwing to the right side, and he's going to have a wide open man, and this time it's going to be Murphy, not McCray, as he burns Xavier Davis and he gets the first down. So now here is Minter here inside the 10-yard line, getting the handoff and getting 4 yards on that one. So now on a 3rd and goal, here is Minter hopping over one of our guys on the ground, but a clutch tackle by there it goes, Orlando Norman on the tackle. So now 4th and goal, but look at this. We force him inside, but nobody is home to make the tackle up the middle, and they do get in for the touchdown. So they do go for it on the 2-point conversion, and look at Trey Minter straight running over Ryan Marshall, just using that power and his leverage to get in for the 2-point conversion. So now on the next drive, we got to use this clock, and that's a clutch throw to Jack Kleck for his 8th reception for 83 yards to this point. So now here is Summers with the juke move, and he gets out of bounds actually, but look, they call a timeout. So we do get to milk this clock a little bit more while burning that timeout. And here is Summers, another counter play to the right side this time out of a different formation, and they cannot stop Summers on this drive. So now 2 minutes left, and we get them to burn their last timeout. So that means if we get a first down, we win it. So now on a 2nd and 5, here's Summers, and he picks it up, and that's gonna be a victory for Coastal in this game, as that's all we needed was that first down, and we take the knee. Look at that late hit, but it doesn't matter. We come home with the victory, and this feels so good to open up conference play with the victory. When's the last time we had a winning record? We are 2-1 on the season. This feels really, really good as Southern Alabama falls to 0-3, but this was a great all-around game. Every aspect of both offense and defense was clicking. We finally had a multi-sack game. It seems like we haven't had many of those, but we started sending some blitzes, and it really helped, especially with Chris Thornton and Danny Armstead and Kenneth Ruff. I mean, those 3 blitzing the quarterback, I mean, it definitely makes a big difference. And our offense didn't do too bad. I mean, we had pretty much every drive. I think we had 1 punt maybe. I mean, every drive we were moving the ball forward. We had that missed field goal, obviously, but I liked what I saw, especially from some guys that usually aren't, every down guys like Oliver Saxon and Derek Armstrong. They had good games. They had a sack each, and they both had at least 2 tackles each. So that's a good sign going forward. So I'm excited for the rest of this season. Man, this is gonna get good. I know it is. And along with our recruiting class, I'm pretty pleased at the performance that these guys put on in this game. So you don't want to miss any action coming forward for the rest of the season. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, because man, Coastal's 2-1. When's the last time you could have said that? A winning record. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.